Yes, yes, Jaro. Lady T, give thanks for the host. Bless up. Lazy champion. That's every teacher on me preaching. That's every teacher on me preaching. Gosha. I like the man ring. Lioness 420. Comprehensive WBOK music. Like the man Santa Rankin and Shine Ed. The man Josie Whale and Charlie Chaplin. Cause every mommy preaching. Cause every mommy preaching still. I beg you tickle not the dreadlocks like before. I beg you tickle not the dreadlocks like before. Cause if you drop off on the bed, you can't pass the floor. She mash down the window, she tear down the door. Me jump in a bus, so me gonna red board. The landlord say go home and make she tickle me some more. Cause every mommy preaching still. Cause every mommy preaching still. Yes, every woman and me sister says me. Yes, every woman and me sister says me. I'm talking about the rich one, the poor one, for beggars and thieves, lawyers and doctor, Indian judge and jury. Every mommy preaching still. Every man, every woman. Yes. The babe and the suckling. Tell them, Briggy. Every man, every woman. Don't put the babe and the suckling. Yeah. Every mommy preaching still. Say what? Cause every mommy preaching still. I'm talking about.
What's up? It's Devin, aka DJ Organic, doing some video editing, listening to Toby Geary, Rocker T, doing some video art. Salute. See if my art bot can run all of this at the same time, simultaneous.
Oh, okay.
Does pretty well with the apps and live streaming. The Premiere usually lags every session for some reason or another. And that's normal.
Oh,
Overall, I'm happy with how the art bot is running Adobe Premiere and the videos I'm working with and editing. Yeah, creating lots of great content with this setup and getting inspired and using the camera and other tools because it's working together well. Good enough.
did shoot a engine that was definitely causing a wake going downriver.
Happy Tuesday, Leia. Happy Tuesday, Mary Jane. One love, Leia is here. Blessings, Hector. I was wondering where you went. I hadn't heard from you in a second. Good dogs, Hector 650. Now Prospect, one love, Leia. Let's have a big old safety meeting.
Those are flickers. I think red banded, or I don't remember the exact significance or the difference in the name. Something like red and blue. What do you know about that?
Let's fire it up. Let's pass it around. It's down. giving thanks and praise for the giving of thanks and praise. Bomb, bomb.
I'm thinking that bright one. That's a wide angle. Let's see, yeah, definitely need to use some video that has the snowflakes with the birds and the apples in slow motion. Oops. Not that one. This one? Oops. Push stop. I meant to push. Oh. Probably can't hear me because of the music. Turn it down. I'm just looking at the levels. Oh, we're all looking at the levels. Great. Fun. What's up? Is anyone in the chat? Hashtag art. I mean, exclamation point art. Forgot where I was for a second. Okay, back to looking at the clip. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Yeah, go with that one. So I recently found people watching that use Premiere. I don't know if you've been doing this or not, but I recently found that I can click and drag. Oh! I don't know if y'all heard or felt the rumble like I just did from the explosions from the monster truck internal combustion engine outside on Patterson Street in Eugene, but I sure did. Felt it rumbling my chair for no reason, exploding the air, poisoning the air, polluting, and rumbling me, like actually physically touching me through the air and through the ground. House vibrations. Right, Toby Geary. This is fun. Okay. I found I can go to File Explorer in Windows and click and drag the video clip. Click and hold to Premiere and then drop it here in the project. What's this area called? I don't know. The project folder, project bin with all the clips. Anyway, it's the easy way to do that. Instead of like going to media browser within Premiere. Stay in the project bin and use the File Explorer to drag and drop So, let me get this clip lined up. I just want the part with the bird eating in the snowflakes. Slow-mo. Nice entrance there with the flick of the feathers on the head. Digging in. Eating away on that apple. So me, with the camera, I'm inside of my family's house in Siletz, looking out the window with the camera. So I'm nice and warm and dry. Drinking yerba mate or whatever. With the camera pointing out the window. And there were birds all over that apple tree that day. And for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. I'm going to cut a fun end edit on the deep peck like that. How about that? Right there. Okay. I like to click and drag here. There's no audio on these slow motion clips. So I have the flicker there. Oh, there's an ongoing under clip of this bird. I don't know what that bird's called. That I started this scene with, and it has me and my dad talking about the boats on the river from behind the camera. So I kept that going, added these other clips, but I wanted to keep the end part because that bird flies off. So I've got this loaded up here with other birds. Maybe I'll put it right next to the flicker. See what that does. Yeah, that's nice. Something like that. Whoops. Oh, I have... Isn't that auto set to replay at the start or something? I don't know. Let me just push buttons. I just push buttons, see what happens. Okay. Editing 101. First lesson of splicing, cutting together 2 different video clips for what may be called smoothness or continuity or pacing, transition. Start with end or start or end and start with some movement of the subject or anything moving in the frame, even like if there was a big snowflake or something that moved across the frame and was going out, or the bird moving. But on this clip, how it starts, the bird does the head flick. So that is a editing trick that we've learned helps, or that our mind, I don't know how to describe that really, but for those editing things, pacing, transition, hiding the edit, right? Taught those kind of things. Hide the edits. So that helps our mind hide the edits, perhaps, when there's a motion on the cut, on the splice. That's one simple trick. And I remember when I was in film school and learning how to edit, I would think of that in terms of, like, for instance, this bird flying off here at the end. Like, I would have to keep the bird flying out of the frame until it's like there or all the way out of the frame, and then cut to the next clip of the bird flying onto another branch, like start just off screen and then fly onto another branch. That's I remember when I was learning that concept, I would think of it kind of in that way, as a way to start with that idea, and then take it from there. Get more advanced, more developed, and know how that works, and then break it. Use it, break it, go all around it for effect, for trick it out, funk it up, do the editing magic. Alright, that's nice. That's a cute jump at the end. So I'm working on ICE's episode 3. Starting off with the squirrel segment, and then some other parts, and then some other parts, and then this bird part that I was just working on.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did shoot a boat and an engine that was definitely causing a wake going downriver.
I was out shooting boats and birds. Well, really aiming for the engines. And beautiful bird behavior with different lenses in different environments around the yard, in the garden, in the river. I think it's obvious, self-evident. Well, I guess I didn't show this other part back here before this of, you guessed it, human predators, human hunters, human animals that eat, human animals, hunters that eat in the same environment as the birds. I think it's self-evident, juxtaposing that with the birds' eating behaviors,
Causing a wake going downriver.
as we're all in the same environment together. Look how we do it, look how they do it. Look how they do it in our habitat, mostly. Yards and gardens, fruit trees. There's a bit of non-human wild habitat around the river. It's all wild habitat, but non-human. What do we say? Touched, tended, cultivated, designed, landscaped, mowed, planted, chopped, cut. Cool. It looks nice. Might add some music to that. in the final. This is the rough draft at the moment that I'm working on. I haven't done any audio balancing really, or added any music yet, or thought about music to add. Finding what content I have in the videos to work with that I wanted to put in the episode, and I may have gone through most of it already. So maybe I'll have some ideas for some ads, some commercials, or maybe I'll work on another draft of this one. I think I've used all the video clips though. I have these beautiful water clips I haven't used yet. I used some of them, but not these ones. I think I was trying to get slow motion of that. Yeah, the steam, the sunlight on the cold river, making some steam in a shaft of light, or evaporation or condensation or whatever is going on there with the state change. Is that what that is? Observe this water change of state. Is that what it's called? No human intervention required, except for at this moment me with this incredibly complex camera device recording it. Oh, this will be good to add. It's only the bobber, lost from the fisher people in the boat. Garbage. Going to get stuck somewhere. Beautiful. Oh, I got the camera definitely captured that foggy steam evaporation. Or is that reflection? Looks like it could be either or both. Beautiful image. I will use that. Drag and drop it in. Clipped over to the audio clip mixer. Oh, if I just double click, it will go to source. Yeah. Double click on the clip in the bin. Pops up to the source. Maybe about right there. Do I follow it, the action a bit? Yeah, that's nice. Maybe that will be the end. Oh, with the credits. Perhaps. Yeah, it's hard to tell what that is, isn't it? Some Fisher people will know what that is. And if I let it rock here a little, maybe it tells the story of what it is. Some garbage, no people around. A fishing thing that we may have recognized from earlier. Yeah. I don't know where else I would put that right now, but that was a good find. The File Explorer. Surface, water. Was this one? What's this one? More gorgeousness. Oh, there's a bird. Obviously, I'm enjoying the slow motion functions on the camera. The Olympus Pen F has deep functions in it, in its graphic user interface and its programs. What is that called? Not codecs. Firmware? I think that's it. And I found, first I was using one method for slow motion, which was the in-camera slow motion, one form of it, but it was only 64D by 480, I think. And then there found another slow motion setting with full HD 1080p, and it's like 0.4 times slower, 4/10, whatever that is, 40%. Yeah, 40% speed. And that is looking really nice. I think these are examples of that. That doesn't look like it's full 1080. Maybe that's the 640. I'm not too concerned about that. It's a photo. I think it is 1080. It's only not, it's just displaying in VLC that way as a square. I don't know. Not too concerned about it. What I do like is, yeah, that's not the 640 by 480 slow-mo. Gorgeous. Sky reflecting on the surface of the river on a calm day with not a very heavy flow of the current. Oh yeah, see the Siletz River in a few different states of volume and flow and current in this episode, because it changes dramatically in the winter, day to day, week to week. Alright, I think that's all the clips that I have to dig through. There was more birds eating in the apple tree. I think I did want to add one where I pan around the tree at different birds, multiple birds. I think that's from earlier. Yeah. One of these wide. Oh yeah, here we go. Those are flickers. Those are apples. Those are in a person's yard. Backyard. That's fun behavior, slow motion bird behavior. I think I'll have to extend this part or add more segments. Nice one. There are two slow motion functions I've found on the camera from digging around. I like to learn the digital cameras that way, especially one that I'm holding. Play with all the settings, have some ideas of photography methods I want to use. Slow motion, obviously, is a very well loved function of a camera now in video art and video editing. So on the two slow motion functions, one of them has a set frame rate, 120 frames a second, I think, and then the camera encodes the video in camera to slow motion at 30 frames per second, I think, playback. And then this function I'm using at 40% speed, so I don't know if it's recording at a faster frame rate or or slowing it down in camera. But that is variable as well. I think it makes like 20% or 40, not 20%, or like, this is the slowest, and there are slightly faster slow motion rates available in 1080 with the live preview on the LCD and in the eyepiece. What's that part called? I forgot now. So I was able to see this image live while I'm setting up the camera and push record and record it as I was seeing it on the camera. That is beautiful. It's a really beautiful part of these cinema cameras now, for the photographer and for the artists, to be able to see that push record and have it be the same. Or slightly different if it is, not different enough to have to worry about it being different than what I'm looking at on the camera. Nice focus on this one. That bright sun helps. I don't remember which lens that is. Probably not the Vivitar 500mm with that look. Probably one of the older adapted lenses, zoom lenses with macro I have. I will definitely add more of these clips in the episode. Beautiful images, nice foreground, middle ground, background, sharp focus, highlights, shadows, subjects, environment, and obviously also telling a story, part of the storytelling. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this lens was a manual focus lens. Those adapted lenses really work well on the Olympus Pen F with the Gobe or Gobe, Gobe lens adapter. Cute. Good looking apples. Those birds munched on those apples just like that for 2 or 3 days after it snowed. And the day was snowing and after. And they didn't fall off. The apples didn't fall off. The birds stopped eating them. Or they weren't eating them as in big groups or all day like they were. They really had a feast for a couple days like this. Mostly on one tree. There are 3 trees with apples in view that I was recording. They were mostly on this tree and a tree farther away. And 3 different apples on the trees. Rocker tweet, rocker T, rocker tweet, rocker tweeter, rocker tweet, rocker tweed, rocker T, Toby Geary, switched. Irie Dole. I want to talk to Samson. Safety meeting. Go! Off on the mothership. We're always on the mothership, y'all. Oops, so is that low? Whatever. Alright. That was cool. Thanks for checking in. Maybe helped with learning a little about video editing. The process I use. Alright. I'm looking at too many things now. Peace, everybody. I'll put up my stinger. What's on scene one? Nothing. I'll throw up the stinger. Call the stream over. This is a DJ Organic video art. Video editing session. Photography talk. Take care. Salute. Left to right, make it rock. Side to side. Another day, another story in the news. They say they're locking down the borders. All I need is an empress we're clean for the seed of the nation to survive. And if we have to steal our way.